This is News 24 Live. I'm Erin Bates, and we know that South African motorists are going to be hit with a 52-cent per litre petrol hike on Wednesday. I'm with the AA spokesperson, Leighton Beard, who's going to talk to us about what impact this is going to have on motorists and people who use cars in order to do business. Leighton, thank you for your time this afternoon.
Very happy to be with you, Erin.
Leighton, I know the AA released a statement on the upcoming looming petrol strike. Can you just summarize what you had to say about the latest increase?
So the Automobile Association releases two press releases a month specifically on the petrol price, where we have a look at what the data is from the Central Energy Fund, and based on that we make a prediction of how we think the petrol price is going to go at the end of every month. So we release a statement in the middle of the month, and then we release another one at the end of the month, shortly before the Department of Energy actually makes the announcement and makes it official. And basically what we said in the release that we issued on Friday for the outlook for June was that petrol was going to go up by around 52 cents a litre, and diesel would go up by 76 cents a litre. And we noted that the two major factors that are contributing to this increase is one, an increase in international petroleum prices, in other words, international oil prices that are quite high, and two, the weakening Rand US dollar exchange rate. And those two factors essentially are combining to give us the increases that we see today.
So is there a causal link between the South African economy and the stability of the South African economy, which then has an impact on the Rand strength in the global market of currencies, and what happens with our petrol price?
Yeah, no doubt. You know, the strength of the South African economy is going to drive the Rand US dollar exchange rate. Obviously, international prices are also going to come into play, but the Rand US dollar exchange rate is very much affected by obviously the South African economy, and that is one of the big contributors to what we will pay for petrol at the end of the day.
Yeah. And as far as I understand it, we really don't produce our own fuel. We don't have our own resources in terms of oil fields or anything of the kind. So that must then have an impact on what we're putting into our cars.
No, certainly it does. I mean, we buy the oil from other countries, and it comes into South Africa where it is refined locally, and that refining process is obviously going to cost money. That's what is known as the basic fuels price. The basic fuels price is then calculated on an under or an over recovery based on the previous month. But certainly the Rand US dollar exchange rate, the volume of oil that is available and how scarce it is, and what you're going to pay for it at any given time, these are factors that all contribute to the petrol price. So the geopolitical environment is going to impact on South Africans in the sense, a good example is the wildfires that we're seeing in Alberta in Canada at the moment. Has meant that Canada is not going to be exporting as much fuel to the United States, who's obviously going to have to begin using its own inventories. This means that there's going to be a scarcity of fuel in that sector, which means that when we buy oil, the price is going to go up. It's definitely going to affect us.